Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and I'm joined now by Ben Jackson, and you are the Director of Food and Beverage over at Karben4 Brewing. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, with that position, being the Director of Food and Beverage, I have to ask, what is your favorite beer and your favorite food item at Karben4?
My favorite beer is the Lady Luck Imperial
That's
Red.
this one right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then my favorite sandwich is the Summer Sausage Reuben, which has Lady Luck kraut on it.
Ah, so why those two in particular?
They just go really well together. The Summer Sausage Reuben and the smoky beer kind of work out real nice.
Is it all about the pairing for you, pairing the two together?
Yes.
Awesome. And now, where is Karben4 located? I know I've been there before, but for people who may not know where you guys are, where are you located and how long have you guys been there now?
We are located on the corner of Highway 51 and Kinsman Boulevard, near MATC Truax and the airport.
Okay.
We've been there just a little over 3.5 years.
So still fairly new.
Yep, and it's been going really well. We have a staff of approximately 40 people right now.
40 people?
Yep.
Wow. And I know you guys just changed too from a brew pub to a microbrewery. And so I guess, what does that distinction mean and why the change?
It's based on how much beer you sell or project to sell.
Okay.
We project that we will be doing 10,000 barrels this year.
Wow.
Which means we're no longer allowed to be a brew pub.
Okay.
The biggest change with that is our tap room's no longer allowed to have liquor or wine. We're only allowed to sell Wisconsin-made beer.
Okay. So is that kind of a good and a bad thing?
I don't mind it much.
Yeah.
Liquor was very small percentage of our sales, and I don't mind it much. There are some disappointed guests, but we have plenty of non-alcoholic offerings for someone who still wants something to drink.
And I would think that most people who are coming to Karben4, you know, you're not coming for a cocktail, you're coming for the iconic beers, right?
The vast majority of people come in for the beer, but there's maybe one person out of 10 that are looking for a liquor drink.
Now you said 10,000 barrels?
Yeah.
That still seems like quite a lot to me.
Yeah, and that's actually in barrels, and the barrel that everyone thinks about is actually a half barrel. So it's 20,000 of the barrels that you've seen at parties and bars and stores. Yeah.
So still plenty to offer.
Yep.
Not going to disappoint there. You guys always have something brewing. And where can people find your products?
We are in Madison, Milwaukee, and the surrounding counties, and we just recently moved into the Northeast, including the Appleton area.
Awesome. So quite a good spread.
Yep.
And people can come to Karben4 too.
Yep.
And come there and check it out. And I know you mentioned that you guys have really quite a large staff that's grown there too.
Yep, it started out with the 3 owners and maybe 3 or 4 other bartenders, and now we have just about 40 employees.
That's awesome. And I know you guys do a little bit of food too, and I've heard you do brunch, which brunch is great.
We have brunch available 11 to 4 o'clock on Sundays. It's our only time that we change over from our normal menu, but it's got a lot of great offerings. We have a little bitty kitchen, but it puts out some really nice food.
11 to 4. So even if you like to snooze and sleep in on Sundays, you can still roll out of bed and make it before 4 p.m. Hopefully if you're out of bed by 4 p.m., I should say.
Our busiest time is usually 1 to 3. So
awesome.
If you want to get in and out, you can come a little earlier or a little later.
Great stuff. And before we go too, I know we have this awesome spread here, and I know before the show I was kind of talking to you about how you guys have such really iconic names, and I mean, you see this on the shelf, you're not going to forget it, you're going to remember, because really the names are just so unique. And so I kind of wanted to share with our viewers too how you guys come up with those names.
They pretty much they just write down a whole bunch of names, and then you Google what is already used by somebody, and it's just kind of everyone adds in a little bit, and you end up with very interesting names.
And I just want to go through all of these names here too, if you can't see, just so you kind of get the full experience. We have Idiot Farm, Lady Luck, Dragon Flute, Block Party, and Fantasy Factory. So really some unique stuff, and if you can see the pictures too, and quite a few different styles of beer too.
Yeah.
So maybe for our viewers who aren't familiar, could you just run through what the differences are here?
Yep, this is actually a really nice run here.
Yeah.
At the end we have Idiot Farm, which is our Imperial IPA,
Okay.
which is going to be very hoppy, higher in alcohol, kind of a hophead person beer.
Sure.
The Lady Luck, my personal favorite, and it's 7.5%, but it's very dark, very malty, very delicious. And then we have Dragon Flute, our American Pale Ale, which is just a little bit less hoppy than an IPA.
Yeah.
Block Party Amber, which is just an easy drinking all the time beer. And then Fantasy Factory is our IPA, which is the kind of the standard in beer right now.
I love that, a cat riding a unicorn.
Yep.
It's hilarious. Well, again, Ben Jackson with Karben4 Brewing, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
And Talk of the Town will be back right after this.